Today we're gonna rate AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. Will they Zybe or will it Danger? We gotta board them out around here. Alright, we're gonna start off with the Winter Gargoyle, which is a 0-mana 6/6. We're coming out hot today. Alright, it's a legendary artifact creature. That means it could be your commander. Enters the battlefield. Target opponent discards 2 cards, and you create a 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature token. Good God. It Danger! I mean, we're already starting off at Danger. Santa's got a little gift for you, and it is absolute pain. There's no way in hell that we can let this thing go. 0-mana 6/6s, people. The downside is it's legendary, or is that an upside? You can make a colorless commander deck out of this damn thing. What is it, 6 attacks and you're dead? On top of that, it comes with an army. Create a 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature token. So it's effectively like 7 power for 0 mana, nothing. That's a good deal. A little too good of a rate. Frankly, that Boxing Day sale is going through the roof. They're trying to give these gargoyles away. Anyway, not a chance in hell. Get it out to the... Board this card out of here. Is this a fixed version or something? It looks like the same thing. Alright, we got the Christmas Blood Power. Santa's coming back for revenge. He knows who's naughty and nice. And that naughty list is about... is about to get to spanking. Alright, it's a red 6 generic 6/5 giant with trample and haste. And whenever Christmas Blood Power attacks... put a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature card in your graveyard. Very reasonable card, to be honest. I think Trample and Haste and a gigantic creature for 8 mana is actually pretty neat. This actually could even be, like, you could have some sort of a discard deck where you are, not really a discard, like you're a looting deck. A deck where you churn through your deck to build your graveyard so you can get the Christmas Blood Power in play. And then in one shot, basically smack them for 1,000,000 damage. There's actually nothing illegal on this card whatsoever, 100% certified. The AI is actually getting better at making a card that is not illegal. Cheating this thing out sounds terrifying. Remember, there's a little bit of work to get this thing online, Black Zero, because, I mean, if you have no creatures in your graveyard... Whenever it attacks... Oh, actually, I didn't realize. It's not like it gets +1/+1 for each creature in the graveyard. When it attacks, it gets a counter. So you can get this in play first, put the creatures in the graveyard later, attack, and then even get bigger. Good God. But it's 8 mana. That's a lot of mana around here. Last I heard, 8 mana should actually be pretty good. I mean, it probably isn't even... I don't even know if it's draft worthy. You'd be dead by the time you get to 8 mana. You might not even have a deck in play if you're drafting with this card. Anyway, I think it is doable. Very doable. For some people, it might even Zyber. Teamer likes the card. Because they are Teamer. This would go great in a red-green ramp deck. Alright, we've got next Island. It's like an island in space. Alright, we got the Brain Boar. Ugh, this is disgusting. Its brain is exposed to the elements. The whole thing is preserved. We got a blue, 1 generic, 1/1 legendary snow artifact creature Golem. Whenever you cast your next creature spell this turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. It's got cycling 3. Completely doable. Pretty crappy card. Would not play the damn thing. Yeah, it's a big brain. That would be a big brain play. The next, when you cast your next creature spell this turn, what does that mean? Like, I cast this card and it's waiting for me to play a creature spell this turn? Does this offer expire by next turn? We got a one-time deal. You get a Brain Boar, you play another creature, we will throw in a +1/+1 counter for all your creatures. However, supplies last, warranty until next turn, and then until then, yeah, get it while it's still good. This promotion ends in exactly 1 turn cycle. It's snow at least. I don't know if that's relevant. That doesn't even do anything. Yeah, it doesn't say ETB. It's a weird effect. When you cast your next creature spell this turn, creatures you control get +1/+1. Or does it reset every single turn? That's not too bad. It's not great, though. So, like, you cast cards, you buy... It's, like, basically giving prowess to everything, but you only get one shot. It only affects the very first creature that you play. Yeah, AI got big brain. The big brain boar! That's what it is. Alright, very doable. Very weird. I think it's doable. Okay, we got the Ice Fixer Cleek. What are these, a bunch of birds? I don't even know what kind of bird this is. Blue 2 generic for a 2/2 golem. Another, oh no, wait a minute. This is the golem. I thought the Cleek was gonna be the birds. Like there's a ton of birds in the picture, but I think it's actually referencing the snowman. Legendary snow artifact creature golem. And it's got Coalition Haunting for red, black, 1 generic. It's an adventure. Destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. Not bad. Pretty useful utility. And as long as it's your turn, Ice Fixer Cleek has Indestructible. That is great! Tap, destroy target blue creature with flying. Since when did Snowman blow up the birds? That's a little strange to me, but whatever. It's actually, they're all playable. They're all doable. It's actually, none of them are overpowered. Frankly, they're all pretty niche. And you can still destroy the snowman, I guess, when it's not. Yeah, Frosty is pissed. This is like the revenge of Christmas. Santa, the snowman, the reindeer. They're out for blood. You know, Christmas only comes once a year, but their revenge lasts all year. Revenge on the birds for constantly stealing his carrot nose. That's actually a really good theory. You could probably build an entire lore off of that. But also, in that case, there probably should be no carrot here. Scarecrow covered in snow. I guess you know what he could do? He literally could take a chunk of himself and throw it at the birds. Take that, you flying peasant. You flying nuisance. You didn't really, actually, the real skill is to take the cap off and have some odd job skills from James Bond. And then have it like boomerang back to him. And that's why he can destroy blue creatures with flying. Anyway, very doable card. Don't think it's overpowered at all. Go in your Grixis deck. Kills Murktide? It does kill Murktide. Finally, we have an answer to Murktide. We got the Murktide tech. Murktide never crossed paths with the North Pole before, apparently. North Pole, Santa is king. In the North Pole, Santa's god. And we're not gonna start even talking about Mrs. Claus around here. All right, we got Holiday. I don't know why that's an artifact. It's a 3-mana artifact. At the beginning of your end step, rail 2, whatever the hell that is. 2 rails. What is this? It looks like they're going to merge into each other. Like these trains are not on the tracks properly. There's like 2 separate tracks and then it's going to merge into one. Or maybe that's appropriate. I don't know. I mean, I know tracks can do that. There's about to be a train. There's about to be a big, get railed. There's gonna be a derailing going on over here. Okay, pay 1, tap, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. I don't know what that has to do with Holiday. It should make presents. That would make some sense. Anyway, I don't know what rail 2 is. Rail even like something? This is not safe for work. What are you talking about? Am I missing something? Is there something in this image I don't see? It was like moments before disaster. There's some holiday procreation going on here? Is Santa naked or something? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I have no idea. What am I missing? There's a Santa Claus here. Is this some sort of Where's Waldo thing? Or are you just talking about, like, the trains doing it with each other or something? I don't get it. Present tokens? I guess so. Rail equals... Oh, okay, I got it. You know, I was taking it too literally. I had to relax my mind for a second. Yeah, choo-choo! All aboard the rail train! Okay, this is... I don't know what rail is, so I'm gonna say it's not doable. At the beginning of your end step. Rail 2. Rail 2 what? Not specific enough. Anyway, it doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, moving on. We've got the Icy Moon Sliver. Maybe related to Icy Manipulator. Green 3 generic enchantment. Whenever you activate a loyalty ability of a creature spell, you may search your library for a basic land card, put that card onto the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. So activate loyalty. What? Okay, now it's funny. It's very specifically saying you have to activate the loyalty ability of a creature spell. You know what card? You know where creatures with loyalty come from? The AI! This is the only place you would find that. And you may search your library for a basic land card, put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Well, in AI land, I guess it's doable. It makes some sense there. Am I right? I think I'm right. That's right. Oh, it said spell. That's impossible. All right, hold on. I take it back. You can't activate loyalty abilities while they're on the stack. No, that makes absolutely no sense. Now, mind fudged on this one, people. Yeah, it don't work. You think about it for a second. Activate loyalty ability of a creature? Maybe possible. But of a creature spell? That's illegal. That's never happening. Yeah, the AI set is finally coming together. A little bit, sort of. In AI world, maybe we can start attacking while we're still on the stack. It's super haste. You may attack while the creature is on the stack. There are rules still yet to be written. Anyway, this one, but you know what? In our world, these rules have not been written, so we're gonna get her out of here. Which Starcon can make your planeswalker into a dragon? Exactly. So much love now for Zybra, Danger, and Mind Fudge. I like the Mind Fudge. They Mind Fudged it up. Okay, Bellowing Unicorn. We have a white 2/3. Well, that's now like... I think that's the strictly largest creature for 1 mana that you can play on turn 1 without any condition. It's an elk flying. At the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast last turn, transform Bellowing Unicorn. What the hell does it transform into? Is there like a sequel to this? I see nothing. I don't even know what we're transforming into. So it's like apparently a white 2/3 that can go even further. Hold on, and I have to transform it. Is it just gonna be face down or something? Is it like just you turn it face down, it's just a regular magic card. It becomes one of those 2/2s, and you have to turn it face up somehow, some other way. Yeah, does it become a morph? It was a 1 mana 2/3 flyer, and then it turned into a 2/2 no flying. That's right. It's a unicorn. And by the way, in the lore of Santa Claus, when did he enslave unicorns? That never happened. It's a reindeer, not unicorns. And this is a weird unicorn that has antlers. Then one frosty Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, "Unicorn with horns so big, won't you ride my sleigh rig?" I made that up on the spot, people. You have to give me some credit over that. Okay, I think it's doable, technically. Like, I think it works. Downgrade it if it transforms into a 2/2 nice. Yeah, and then I guess you can turn it up for a 3/3. So it's like night and day, but just weird and stupid and unnecessary. All right, so we'll give it a pass in a weird way. Yeah, does it even transform? I'm assuming it does transform. Oh, it's the Grinch. You know what? I saw a bunch of like TikTok-like videos of the parents apparently dress up as the Grinch and steal their kids' presents to like terrify them, and the kids are just crying like crazy. Some kids cry, some kids go and attack the Grinch, like, hey, you keep your hands off my PS5. Yeah, they gotta protect that PS5 from the Grinch trying to steal Christmas. Okay, we got a Holidays Assault. It is a white 2 generic instant. Destroy all enchantment cards. Draw a card, then each opponent draws a card. So basically everyone draws a card. But I get to draw a card first, that's the deal. Not that that's even relevant, because this card has to completely resolve. It's an interesting card, actually. I think a lot of people would play this thing. If you need, like, mass enchantment removal while also drawing cards, everyone likes cards that comes with more cards. Very doable. Let's ship it. That's a shipping card. This is anti-Grinch lore. Is it? Yeah, it should be something like destroy... If it was really the Grinch, it'd be like destroy all enchantments, or like steal the stuff, you know? Take lands, take your opponent's enchantments. For each enchantment an opponent controls, you now gains control of it, or something to that effect. Very playable side. Yeah, could be very playable sideboard card too. And they only draw 1 card. So if they're heavy on Enchantress doesn't like this card. Enchantress looks at this card and says, "The danger!" But completely playable, because you shouldn't be all in on enchantments anyway. Wait, it destroys the cards? No, it's just destroy enchantment cards. Well, I mean, it doesn't literally, like, rip up the cards or anything. It just means, like, you know, blow up the cards. Totally permissible within the Magic the Gathering rulebook. He's giving out free commons people have thrown away. I guess. I can't tell if that's the case or, like, his basket blew up. Like, no! Those are my commons! And then everyone's in terrifying in fear that this guy's stealing all their stuff. All their bulk rares. Okay, moving on. We got Saproling. This is not any. This is the Saproling. It's a land. Tap. You may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. It danger! What the hell? This is like the most extreme show and tell of all time. It like you just directly put it into play. For nothing, 0 mana. Get your Stifles out. Get your Tishana's Tiebinder. Get whatever Stifle effects you can get, because otherwise this thing's gonna... You can't deal with it. Just directly put, like, I don't know, put Omniscience onto the battlefield. It's a permanent. It can be Planeswalker for crying out loud. And you can do this every turn. You can even untap this card with some other cards. Play multiple things a turn. Yeah, the Eldrazi Saproling. The Saproling were baby Eldrazi's all the time. Yeah, it looks like Emrakul. Maybe if we know deep enough, if basic, I would not be surprised if in some version of the multiverse, the Saprolings evolved into the Eldrazi. Once they got a taste of mana for energy, they didn't go back. Emrakul doesn't mess around. Neither did the Eldrazi. Neither did the Saprolings. Or maybe the Saprolings summoned Emrakul, because that's ideally the biggest thing you can put on the battlefield. Throw down Mind's Dilation to get the party started. I don't know what that is, but I assume that's going to be crazy. There going to be a custom card stream later? Yes, there will be. There will be tonight. For everyone on the replay, there won't be tonight. But for everyone watching live, yes. Yeah, well, maybe not exactly a turn 1 win. Are there any turn 1 wins? I don't think there's any card you can put on the battlefield and just say you win the game. But it's going to be... But we know that this is going to be broken. It danger by, like, too many metrics. The Saprolings were really the real danger all along. In token form and in permanent form. It's a damn land. The land of the Saprolings. Just to slam down the most insane card possible. And it's all over. You could do it every single turn. Who needs mana when you have Saproling? This probably adds more mana in the game than any other land in existence. Emrakul has appeared on a mushroom plane by the look of it, so I think Emrakul just arrived there. Yep, that's right. Same thing as Dr. Robotnik. But don't worry, Knuckles will save her. Pia Leader. We have a green 3 generic 3/3 elk. Stop heighting yourself? Sure, that's some good advice over there. Okay, reach. Pay a blue-red. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Target creature deals damage to... I mean, it's totally legal. Yeah, this is... I like that. It's basically stop hitting yourself. Which is good advice. You know, don't beat yourself up. You physically and psychologically. You shouldn't be... practice self-care and all that good stuff. Think positively around here. Otherwise, the Pia Leader will send you the pain. Target creature deals damage. It hurt itself in confusion. Yeah, Rudolph all of a sudden became the bully. Once he gained enough social power, I don't know about social power, once he gained enough power around the Santa's workshop, now all of a sudden he was dealing the damage. Make sure, be careful who you bully in school, you never know, they might become bigger than you afterwards. They might be your boss one day, and they'll start bossing you around. Weird limbs. 1, 2. Oh yeah, there's 5, right? There's 1, 2. I can see the back leg over here. He's got a 3rd arm. That's how it works in the AI world. You know, AI generated art is very interesting. Like, I saw something for GTA 6 where they took a shot. It was like a beach shot, and it looks so good from far away. But if you zoom in, people have like 10 toes, 5 or 6 arms. People have 2 bodies, one moving this way, one moving the other way. Like, it's completely bizarre. Classic AI art. That's how you know it's AI generated. How do you know I stole this work from AI generation? Well, because the person has 10 toes. Yeah, the 5th leg, exactly. Let's give the mutant subtype to all AI cards. Anyway, outside of that, perfectly legal. For your teamer decks out there. Get your teamer on. Okay, Galadriel, the Rage Looter. Sorry, the Rage Looter. It looting. White 2 generic 2/2 Grinch. Oh, another! It's Mrs. Grinch! Legendary creature. Whenever you cast a white permanent spell, Galadriel, the Rage Looter, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Alright, not bad. Tap. Remove a +1/+1 counter from Galadriel, the Rage Looter. Put a +1/+1 counter on each other zombie you control. I don't remember there being zombies in the Grinch. Do you guys? Does anyone remember that? Yeah, Grinch's mom. Maybe. Yeah, maybe the Grinch's mom. Have you been stealing presents lately, Grinch? My little Grinch? Be a good little boy and steal those presents for mommy, you hear? The zombies were my... Yeah. The zombies were my favorite part of the Grinch. It was the best part. It was such a wholesome family film with the zombies and how they, the zombie horde stole all the presents. Why is it white? There are white zombies out there, you know. I don't, like, what would the Grinch be? Black, blue, red? I have no idea what the color type to the Grinch would be. Is Grinch a race? I've got no clue. Could be a human being with, like, incredibly... Could be an ape that just turned green for all I know. I think the zombies were a live-action movie thing. That's possible. Yeah. How do we bring people... The marketing team looked... Everyone loves Christmas movies, but they also love zombies. How do we mix these two together? Anyway, Galadriel knows how to do it. Anyway, this is a perfectly legal card. Very doable. Maybe even Zybers to the zombie players, because they do play white as well. Heavy Fiend. Quite heavy. That is a lot of weight, to be honest. We got a snowman on a very fat horse. It is a blue 6 generic 6/6 with horsemanship. I don't even remember what horsemanship. It's not. Is horsemanship like the horseman walk? I know there's two. There's one that's like, I think it gives you a buff, and the other one gives you can't be blocked except by horse creatures. Legendary snow artifact creature golem. This is horsemanship is flying for horses. So basically unblockable. Same as flying. Is the same as flying? Oh yeah, like can't be blocked except by other creatures with flying. That's right. It's not like land walk. It's just flying. Yeah, your horse can only duel me if I have a horse. Do I have a horse sound effect? I do not have a horse sound effect. But I can only imagine what that snowman sounds like. He's got a sword and everything. Actually, it looks really graceful. Shadow, but horsemanship. No, not shadow, because, I'm assuming horsemanship creatures can block non-horsemanship creatures. Only be blocked by horsemanship. Thanks, everybody. All right. Very, very doable, but very uninteresting. Christmas Executioner. Good God, what goes on behind the scenes at Christmas? It's a white 4/4 demon. That's pretty pushed. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each mountain until end of turn. 1 less to cast? I guess it reduces taxes? So, like, if someone has a spell in play that would make this thing cost 4 mana, then it would just cost 2. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, the ring tempts you. Okay. What the hell is the lore going on here? Who really made the One Ring? Maybe Sauron really wished that for Christmas. In the fire pits of Mount Doom, came from the sky a sleigh and 8 reindeer, and gave Sauron a bunch of gifts. Okay, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Christmas Executioner deals 1 damage to any target. So it's like, what's it called? It's that, like that Rakdos card. It's like that Rakdos sacrifice card. You sacrifice creatures paying things. But this is worse. It's almost like Storm. It's a Storm card almost. Because you could just keep playing spells and you're effectively getting pings. Even though you don't even need a Storm payoff. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is also going to town. Going to town on your candy ass. Storm is going crazy over this card. They are going crazy, although they need double whites. That is awkward colors for a Storm card, frankly. Hail Satan Claus. Yeah. Satan Claus. The ring tempts him. I guess this is what happens. Maybe somehow when delivering presents, he stumbled upon, what's it called? The Shire. And then when he came down the chimney, he saw the One Ring. He's like, oh, that's an interesting thing. He put it on and, you know, he basically became super evil. And actually lends to the lore of the rest of this AI series. Like, everything is evil here. He then got, like, the Grinch to be part of his army. We're gonna make an army of zombies, and we're gonna take over the North and South Pole around here. Should at least be one more to be balanced. But even if it was one more, it would cost one less anyway. Q-Try AI, but you're not a Jedi yet. Not yet. The art is great. You look so dementedly happy. I'm dying. He's very, very happy. Who knows? You know what? Maybe this is... Maybe... I have another idea. Maybe the Santa Claus has the One Ring on all the time. Like, isn't he have, like mittens on? We can't see it. And this is just him without the One Ring on. He's like 1,000,000 years old. Because the One Ring makes sure that you don't age. Yeah, his precious. This also explains a lot. Basically, if anyone wants to know where the One Ring went, it went to damn Santa Claus. How else does he, like, travel to every single person's house? Like, what was the population? 7 billion people? Almost 8 billion people in one night? Yeah, not happening. Unless he's got the One Ring to rule them all. The lore makes you invisible too. You can't even see. Has anyone seen Santa in person? No, they haven't. But they see the gifts every year. No one's ever caught Santa. Okay, we got the, hold on, does this card even work? It technically works. It might be overpowered though, but it's in double white. It's very hard to make use out of that card. Oh, we got the Frozen Vigil. It is a red 1 generic 1/1 human warrior. Discard a card at random, draw a card. Oh, it's broken! That's really broken. You basically can discard your entire deck. I'm sure you can just... Ooh. It'd be hard to pull off a Thassa's Oracle. I mean, maybe you could play with Unburial Rites. Because basically what it is you can guarantee you can go through your entire deck in one shot. And what you do after that, I have no idea. Probably you could dredge. You could probably kill people with dredge with that, I'm sure. What else? Because it's not that big of a gamble. You just make sure that your deck is the type of deck that you want to discard cards. It's probably like, yeah, it's a huge... Me at the blackjack table. But, like, really, if you build your deck for cards that you want to go in the graveyard, madness, you just go through the entire deck and you'll have the whole thing in play. That's basically how it is. It's so tiny, it's barely on the art. Oh, yeah, the Frozen Vigil is, like, right over here. Right in the bottom right. It's Where's Waldo, is frankly. Works with Christmas Blood Power. Does it? Oh, yeah, dump it. But you still need to get the card in play. If you need one card, you can just discard till you get it. Oh yeah, that's true. You discard first at random, then draw a card. So you're never like drawing a card and you might discard the card that you want. You would literally keep discarding at random until you get the card that you need. Every single turn. That's insane. That is just insane. This card is a nightmare to resolve since you can't fast forward that's true. That's like every single card you want to discard. Okay, we're gonna roll. And if you have like 7 cards in your hand, you have to roll twice. Or do you have to roll twice? No, you'd have to roll with like a 20-sided die and then hope you roll anywhere between 1 and 7. Yeah, approach the second sun. Here we go. You have as many as you want. This and the Saproling land. Yeah, that'd be pretty good actually. Yeah, that's a combo. That would work. Just cast Thassa's Oracle. Oh yeah, true. Cast Thassa's Oracle, respond to the trigger. You can't. And just discard your entire deck. Just do it with 1 card in hand. That's true too. Oh yeah, if you have 1 card in hand, it will be fast. But it would still be a pain online because you still have to roll. You still have to resolve every trigger one at a time. It's not once per turn. Yeah, you can do it as many times as you want. Just discard a card at random. Draw a card. Discard at will. Pretty good stuff. Anyway, yeah, absolutely busted. We're all in agreement. This 1/1 human warrior is actually just completely stone cold broken. But you know what else is broken? Buying from FusionGamingOnline.com. This is where I buy all my Magic cards. And this is the time to buy, because it is the Boxing Week sale from December 25th to the 30th. Save up to 25% off store-wide. You can get 15% off everything, but if you exceed $300, you get an extra 5% on your order. If you exceed $1,000, you get an additional 5% off all your order. Discount is applied at checkout. This is the one time of the year I wait for personally to splurge if I need to buy anything. And you too can buy at FusionGamingOnline.com. Now, if this coupon code will not work during the sale because the deals that they're offering are too damn good. However, if it's not the sale, you're watching this on the replay weeks later, use coupon code Nikachu at checkout for 5% off all your purchases. And it supports the channel. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place for renting Magic cards online to play any deck, any format you want. Whether it be Commander, Pioneer, Standard. You can play Standard on Magic Online. You can rent any deck if you're a fan of Standard and Brewing. I mean, it costs you $1 million on MTG Arena, but it's not going to cost you $1 million on Magic Online, especially when you're renting with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 10% off your first 2 months using coupon code Nikachu_1JV. All right, back to wacky, crazy AI-generated Christmas cards. Literally a Christmas card. With attack. When Christmas cards attack, they attack big time. Okay, we have a white 3 generic 2/1 elk samurai named Wandering Surgeon. That is very creepy. What's your name? I am the Wandering Surgeon. And I have a big, big knife in my hand. Unbelievable. Okay, it is a 2/1 mentor. Okay, so when it attacks, like, you put a counter on, like, I think the smallest power toughness creature that's on the board. Sacrifice Wandering Surgeon, untap target creature. It's not a particularly impressive ability, but it's not useless. Like, if you need to untap a big creature, why not do it? Pay 2, tap, exile target creature that gains haste. What? Activate this a bit. Activate only during your upkeep. Okay, I got mind fudged on this one. This is a very narrow ability. You can exile target creature that just gained haste, which I don't know why you would give something haste at your upkeep. Is there anything that gives haste at upkeep? Activate only during your upkeep? Hold on, what is the red-green god that was like the big baddie of Theros? I can't remember. Maybe he gives haste at upkeep. If a creature would be about to gain haste, you may blink it. I think if it gets haste. Xenagos. I think Xenagos gives haste at upkeep. This is one of the narrowest cards of all time. I believe it's this card. At the beginning of... Oh, no, it's at the beginning of combat. Beginning of combat. I thought it was at upkeep. What gives haste at upkeep? Because you can only apply this effect at upkeep. It's useless anywhere else. Activate only during your upkeep. It's an anti-anger card if your opponent runs it. But they have to gain it at upkeep. That gains haste. Bringer of the Red Dawn. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may untap target creature and gain control of it until end of turn. That creature gains haste. All right, we found it. We have an Bringer of the Red Dawn tech card. All right, so this is not completely useless, but it's incredibly niche. Incredibly niche. All right, it is barely doable. Yeah, where's Platonic Liquid when we need the Bringer of the Red Dawn facts around here? No, you can exile any creature that is able to gain haste. The haste gaining doesn't need to be at upkeep. Exile target creature that gains, but it has to gain haste. I think it doesn't say exile target creature that has haste. It's gains haste. It says like you just got it. Like it's not like a static ability. Yeah, but it's not your upkeep. Oh, is that true? Yeah, that's true too. No. But you can own the Bringer of the Red Dawn. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may untap target creature and gain control of it. Yeah, so somebody else's creature. It's your upkeep. What does this other card say? Exile target creature. Gains it. Activate only during... Yeah, it's at your upkeep. It works. It works, in my opinion. No, ability that is able to gain haste. Untap... exile target creature that gains haste. I'm interpreting it how I am interpreting it. It is a perfectly legal Magic card. Worthless, but legal. Doable around here. We've got the Holidayer Warrior. Is a white 2 generic 1/1 halfling citizen with kinship. At the beginning of each player's end step, if that player does, they lose the game this turn. I don't know what they have to do, but that sounds like a really hefty loss. See, it does not sound very... I don't know if the punishment fits the crime. If the player do, they lose. Not warrior. Yeah, not much of a warrior. It's just a halfling citizen, or we got a hobbit that's holding a giant brick. Just don't. Don't, and you don't lose. Yeah, don't do, and you don't lose. Beginning of each player's end step, if that player does, they lose the game this turn. Yeah, only this turn. But you only need to lose the game once, honestly. It's not like we're not cats with 9 lives around here. What if we played Commander like that, where everyone gets 9 lives, and when you die, you just reset back to 40, and the Commander damage resets? That'd be a hell of a game. Yeah, at the beginning of each player's end step, if they do... Anyway, they won't. Board this card. Board it out of here. We don't need it. Yeah, do or do not. Or lose. Okay, we got the Grave Freaker. Okay, we have one of Santa's reindeer over here. It's a red 4 generic 3/5 elk. When Grave Freaker enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. That is a damn good, powerful card. That is, when Grave Freaker enters the battlefield, deals 2 damage to each opponent. Alright, so we get a little pinger. I think this is just OP. So it's just enter the battlefield, tutor the best damn thing you have into play, and then we just shuffle. This can't be fair. This is worse than Primeval Titan. Primeval Titan looked for lands. We're looking for freaking creatures, and then just no, there's no way. Absolutely not. Get it out of here. It's just a great card. Come on. This is... Do you know what? I mean, I'll give it this. It doesn't search on attacking. It's just searches upon, like, playing it. Yeah, with Namesticker Goblin. Namesticker Goblin. Get 6 mana. Play Grave Freaker. Then go get... I don't know. Some other creature that also gets an ETB effect. You can reanimate Grave Freaker with Persist to get any legendary you want. You can! That's right. That's right, David. It danger! This card, it danger big time. It's like, it's a fair it danger, though. It's like, not the most broken thing we've ever seen, but it's very, very strong. Like, it would get banned. Everyone would play this. 6 mana. It's not even that expensive in Commander. Come on, with Mana Rocks, this is like a 3-drop. A 3-drop that tutors anything into play. Is anything even closely comparable in Magic? I don't think so. Yeah, go get... Oh yeah, you could get another Grave Freaker. But it has to be in 60-card Magic. You could get a clone, I guess. You could go Grave Freaker into a clone, 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 into something. That also works. Get 4 Grave Freakers for the price of 1, then blink them. Oh yeah, then you could... Okay, that is actually... You guys are just breaking this card. So we could Grave Freaker into just actually... like, I'm just thinking for Commander. Grave Freaker into Blinker, into Clone, Clone, Blinker, 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 Clone, Blinker, and then at the end you get like a big creature. And also you could just get something that gives all your creatures haste. You just go swing and then karate chop everyone to death. So anyway, there is a lot of ways to break this card. Displacer Kitten with this. You have to... It would be good. Yeah, it would be damn good as well. There's so many cards to break the Grave Freaker around here. Yeah, we're all in agreement. Hit danger. Send it to the band. Send it to the band. Let's send it to the Urank. We don't need it around here. Okay, Winter Mutter's Moon. It is a blue 4 generic instant. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That creature becomes a 4/4 human soldier with base power and toughness 3/3 and gains flying. So we just put a counter on something, and all of a sudden it's bigger, but then it gets smaller, but it still has the same card type? What the hell is going on here? No, chaos ensued here. I think chaos ensued a little too much. Deals 2 damage on ETB. Oh, I forgot about that part of this last guy. So he still ETBs deals 2 damage. And so every single time we, like, blink him. And there's about... So every single time we blink, it keeps dealing 2 damage. We have to do that 20 times and your opponent's dead. Okay, here, card makes no... Whoops. Card makes absolutely no damn sense. Put a counter on a creature. It's a 4/4. Oh, but wait, that's not all. It then becomes a 3/3. But it becomes flying. A 3/3 with a +1/+1 is a 4/4. In some way, yes, that does make sense. Grave Freaker Clones is pretty close. It is good. Card makes some sense. I get it will be a 4/4 human soldier, I guess, in the end. But that's not what the card's supposed to do. It should just say it's a +1/+1 with base power 3/3. Does it become an elk too? No, it does not. It does not. Anyway, I'm disqualifying this card. I think it's stupid. I don't think it makes sense with the rules. Becomes 4/4 human soldier as a card name. Oh, that's possible. That creature becomes, but it says A. It said, where am I going? Sorry. No! I'm lost. Okay, we have to get back to where we were. I clicked buttons. That's what I get for clicking buttons around here. I don't think it specifically said that it becomes a 4/4. Like, yeah, 4/4 human soldier is the name. Okay, I'm gonna have to trust you. Okay, welcome 4/4 human soldier, as advertised. Okay, maybe it does work. You are a 3/3 with a +1/+1 counter. You had some add-ons. You took some protein powder. Yes, it's suddenly Nikachu's Twitter page. Alright, moving on. We got the icy, Yorofi. It's a green 1 generic legendary enchantment. It's a background with cycling of 2. Damage can block a dragon as though it were mana of any color to cast the spell. I read enough. It doesn't make any damn sense. Not around here, at least. Since when do my mana... Oh, wait. Is it, like, referencing, like, mana burn or something? I think it might be referencing mana burn to some degree. Okay, hold on. Damage can block a dragon. No, wait. Okay, what am I talking about? Damage cannot block dragon as though it were mana of any color. Okay, forget it. I tried to interpret it completely backwards. Damage can block. Well, finally, damage is good for something. You hit me, I can use that to defend against you. It's a new reference to, you know, something to the effect of, like, you know, I can only get stronger. That what does not kill me only makes me stronger. Because that damage can be used to defend me in the future. Next card is a creature named Damage, is it? Okay, moving on. No, it's not Damage. I was excited for the Damage card, though. The Icy Boot Tire. It is a red instant with Overload. It's a blue 2 generic. Destroy target non-swamp land. For 1 mana, create a food token. It danger. No way. And it's got Overload. You could destroy all the lands that are not swamps. Oh my god. And these, what is it? It's like all, no, it's just all other ones. Destroy target, yeah, it will destroy all non-swamp lands. So you can actually play a deck with, like, dual lands. Make sure everything's a swamp. Everything is like a watery grave, a steam vents, and that, like, none of this won't touch any of your lands. You heard of Cyclonic Rift? Well, now there's Icy Boot Tire. I'm not gonna bounce your I'm not gonna bounce your cards. I'm gonna destroy your lands. Complete opposite polar of the Cyclonic Rift. Yeah, now in my every is-it deck. In my every is-it deck now, as of this printing. Urborg just tripled in value. Yeah, everyone will play Urborg to defend themselves against the icy Butire. But Urborg makes it do nothing. Well, you need an Uborg in play. You need the Uborg in play. And for that's why the icy Butire decks, they're going to play with Wasteland. They're going to play with Strip Mine, Ghost Quarter, Desolation Field. They'll make sure they'll deal with your Urborg. Like, it's not even that. Like, you can play this on turn 1 for crying out loud. That's backbreaking. Yeah, you make bread with the other lands. On your oh yeah, it's instant speed! I didn't even realize that. On your upkeep, Icy Butire overloaded. GG. Yeah. Good game, everyone. I mean, there's a little bit more of a game. If they have cards in play, I mean, the game will go on, right? Yeah, Grixis food. You can say, yeah, you can make use of the food tokens, too. But you only get 1. I think no matter how many lands you destroy, you only get 1 token. I don't think you get a feast, because it doesn't say create a food token for each land you've destroyed. It just says create 1 food token. So basically, you'll blow everything up and then waste the rest of the food. You can see all the food over here, made from the land. Yeah, instant speed Armageddon at 5 mana. I want this for my land destruction deck. Well, there it is. It's been printed. It's canon now. Is there anyone out there that's playing with the AI generated cards? You know, you have like rule 0 in like what's like playable or not too broken. This is very, very broken, but it's not like Saproling broken, you know what I mean? It's not like you could just put a permanent in play. Like, you could really play with this card and your mana rocks would still live. You could play around it with swamps, for example. I like Toads is like, I like big Butire. Doesn't everyone? Loading ready run does on occasion. No, I'm just talking like I know Card Market has made like AI videos. I'm not familiar with Loading Ready Run. I should check out their AI videos. But outside of that, I'm just curious if people have taken it up upon themselves to swipe some of the coolest cards from these videos. My girlfriend also blows up everything when she's hungry for a snack. We're all like that. That's why we need a Snickers. Okay. Get it out of here. We can board that one. Ooh, I like the picture on this one. We got the Blizzard Medicinary. It is a white 0/2 human berserker. All that armor and 0 power. How pathetic. You may have Blizzard Medicinary enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature you control, except it has haste, and at the beginning of each end step, return Blizzard Medicinary to its owner's hand. Wow, that is interesting. It's a 1 mana clone that you get to use over and over again for the low cost of 1 mana. That is a good deal. So I don't know if it's probably not fair because you would constantly get ETBs for 1 mana. You can only like put into play once per turn, and it is like it does suck up your mana. Well, people are going to say this is Ibers. They really like the idea of this thing. Absolutely not fair, says Underworld Paradise. It's probably too good. But, you know, it's like the most fair thing we've seen all day. Or maybe not the most fair thing we've seen all day. As far as, like, broken cards are, this one is possibly playable. The 0/2 actually doesn't make any sense. Like, it's completely pointless. It might as well just be a 0/0. It is very strong. Get the best creature on the table with haste every single turn. Is this any card? Is it no, it has to be a creature you control. So it has to be, it can only copy your creatures. It cannot copy your opponent's stuff. So it's got like, oh, I can't remember the clone. There's a certain range of clones. You can only clone your stuff. You can't clone other people's stuff. Yeah, even copying a Spirited Companion and drawing 1 for W every turn is probably too good. Maybe. Is drawing an extra card every turn really broken? Killer Kirby's like, it danger! ETB danger! ETB danger. It also attack danger. My computer just shut off for no apparent reason. Oh, it was flabbergasted. Flabbergasted by the Blizzard Medicinary. All right. Does it Zyber enough or does it danger enough? Are we printing this or not? Ragavan Danger? I think it would just blow up because it said it would still be legendary, right? If it entered the battlefield as a copy of it, it would be legendary and it would have to sacrifice itself. Copying Emrakul of either flavors. Can't copy that one either. I mean, if you copy a legendary permanent, it's going to be legendary. It borts itself at end of turn. I say danger. Danger! All right. Probably. It dangers, but it Zymer, says Steve Cooper. Okay, it probably is too strong. 1 mana clone. ETBs every single turn and attack. Maybe a little too much. The Festive Warfare. It's a red 2 generic 4/2 Goblin time. You know what time it is? It's Goblin time. It's 4/2 for 3 mana. It's probably okay. It's a red activated ability. Festive Warfare gains all abilities until end of turn. What the hell? What does that even mean? All abilities in the game? All abilities on the board? I think it's all of them. I don't even know what the consequences of that would be. If you have all the abilities, would it be like really strong or would it blow itself up? Because there are some really, there's like really backbreaking abilities on creatures that like just kill themselves. They like self-destruct at end of turn or even immediately. It has every ability in the entire rulebook. Because like of course there's good abilities out there, but there's also a lot of bad abilities. Judge, I need to know all the abilities. Yes, all of them. So basically I have to carry like a rule book with you. You target it in sacrifices. Escape cards, I suppose. It gains the ability to instantly lose, win, and draw you the game among every other possible abilities. Exactly. Exactly. How would it interact with Persist and Undying at the same time? I think it would be a wash. Actually, it would come back without a +1. They would get a +1/+1 and a -1/-1 counter at the same time, and then it would just be it would just come back. So if you kill it, it just comes back with no counter. That's exact. That I can answer. Yeah, it has Defender. It has Defender and Infect. Good luck attacking with this thing. But I guess you could also tap it to deal damage, and that would come in the form of Infect, wouldn't it? Or Poison. All abilities, Chaos ensues, and it danger. Goblin time gains banding. I think it's just keywords. It says all abilities. Like every ability possible. So you're MTG fans? Yeah, name all abilities. You think you know MTG? Name every ability in the rulebook. You could tap it for Wooburg. You can tap it for green. You can tap it for blue. It's basically a crystalline giant. But isn't there like, yeah, it has phasing. Are there not like cards that will like just self-destruct? Like at end of turn? I swear there's cards like this. Is it not like every card in the rulebook combined into one card for 3 mana? Gains a beating for you in the parking lot. Is there an ability that just says you lose? Yes, like I think there are. So, which is a problem. It has the untap abilities too, presumably. It does! Yeah, so it can tap and untap and have haste. It could do like so many things at once. Well, I don't think it's Shahrazad's because we don't have a Shahrazad creature. Phage the Untouchable makes you lose. Oh, okay, that's a good. What does Phage say specifically? Yeah, let's take a look at Phage. Phage enters the battlefield. If you didn't cast it from your hand, you lose the game. All right, so but that's fine. Okay, so we're good on that one because we cast. We're casting this card from our hand almost always. Unless you're cheating it in play with the Saproling or something. Protection from everything. Questing Beast already has all abilities as far. Some cards have a lot of abilities. All hell breaks loose when it hits on. Yeah, basically it's a whole party in itself. It is like Festive Warfare is like the universe itself. It is the universe all meaning all in one package, as far as I'm concerned. Also, you can't lose the game. Also, you can't win the game, right? There's also a few cards that says you can't lose the game, but you also can't win the game. So what, does it just lock the game? Yeah, 42 is the answer to everything. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. 42 is it is life itself. What is the meaning of life? Festive warfare. It all leads back to the festive warfare. It does come into play tapped, but has haste and has a lot of untap ability, so you can untap it. There are cards say game is a draw, but it has to be on a creature, right? It has to be on a creature. It is goblin time. How many cascades does this have? None. It wouldn't matter because cascade only happens on cast. I mean, it would have a lot of cascade. Oh, it would have that ability. Whenever a creature is cast, you get cascade. So it might have that. Or like cascade, 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 cascade for that matter. Yeah, so there might be a bunch of cascades on here. Doesn't come into play tapped. You can activate the ability before it's already on the battlefield. I don't think we can do that. But anyway, is it broken? Yeah, for sure it's broken. It is definitely, it's an interesting mind puzzle though. How this card would interact. Like, if you put every ability on a creature and you put it on like Arena or Magic Online, like what would happen? What would happen to this card? Would the game lock? Would it disappear? Would it just say you win the game? I don't know. All right, moving on. Merfolk of the Lord Drake. Whenever Merfolk of the Lord Drake attacks, target player loses 1 life. Pay 3, tap. Put a +1/+1 counter on Merfolk of the Lord Drake. It's a 1/2 creature for 4 mana. Doctor's Companion. Did we see this card before? I don't remember. It is a Grinch card. Merfolk of the Lord Drake attacks, target player just only loses 1 life. So basically attacking for 2. You can also invest your time by putting a counter on the Merfolk of the Lord Drake. This card's terrible. Like, it's just bad. Like, it's playable. Like, it's doable or whatever. The Grinch is a merfolk after all. It is a furry merfolk. I guess, it could be one of those Ixalan merfolk. Maybe that's the thing. The Grinch is an Ixalan merfolk. It's one of those mono green things. It actually makes some sense. Came from the plant life. Oh, was it an uncurated card? Oh yeah, some of those uncurated cards seep into the good card list. Some of them graduate to the big league AI group. Question for him, where's Nikachu getting the list from? It's in the description. There's a link to the Twitter profile. It's in the description, people. I put it there almost every show, so you can find them for yourself. Okay, anyway, very doable. Very terrible, but very doable. Damn it, are we ending the show early? This is like, this is for, can't show this one. This is foretelling the future. Okay, okay, this is new. Those AI cards, you're gonna see them in a few more weeks. Okay, we have a white, black, 3 generic, Tizil Britzy. It's a 2/2 legendary creature. What kind of creature? We have no idea. We have, for 2 mana, Tizil Britzy becomes a 3/3 creature until end of turn. This is absolute god-awful crap. This is just bad. 6 mana for a 2/2, and I can upgrade it into a 3/3? Cursed art, cursed ability. Cursed everything. I agree, let's board it. Board it out of here! Yeah, it's legendary as well. Throw it in the trash. To the Urank. This is very, very, very vanilla. Nameless Race, but worse. I can't remember what Nameless Race does. Orzhov Infect? Does it? No, this is just Orzhov. No Infect at all. Yeah, thick abilities. Thick casting costs, as far as I'm concerned. This is very AI art. Could be, it's a Homeland special. Came straight from Homelands. Anyway, I agree. Okay, doable, but crap. Would not play this card. No one would play this card. We got Elder Frank Willie Marps. Oh my god. Hybrid of Demir. Is it? Simic. Is it? Is it? It's a 1/3 fungus werewolf. For a white 1 generic, Elderly Willie Marps gains indestructible until end of turn. Not bad. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may unbap. We unbap things here. You might bap. Well, now you have to unbap any number of creatures you control other than Elder Frank Willie Marps. Now, if this was untap, it would be completely broken. I'm looking at the keyboard. The T and B are pretty close together. Not that the AI should rely on a keyboard in the first place. Yeah, unbap. Is it like, is this like this is like unbonking something or something? I really wish we knew what unbap was. If it's untapped, this card is damn amazing. But if it's, if unbap is not untapped, then it's not particularly amazing. You're gonna unbap my creatures! Exactly, unbap the marp. Bap your lands for mana. Yeah, we can change the terminology from tap to bap. It almost sounds right. And he went in and bapped all his lands for 5 mana. That clearly should be untap, errata, and ship it. It is probably fair. It might be really strong. Tap all your creatures for like mana, play land, untap them. It's pretty strong. It's a pretty strong effect. Fungus werewolf, huh? Okay, anyway. We don't know what BAP is, so screw it. Okay. It's the 1 hour is over, so we now go to the super chats. The show ends when the super chats end. Oh, Seth, love the show. Merry Christmas, and thanks for bringing us this show. P.S. I would love you bringing on your brother for an AI custom show one day. My brother, he just randomly comes over. So, like, when he shows up, he shows up. Unfortunately, he's not always here on a Wednesday. Wednesdays are usually when we do these shows. Okay, so, but with that super chat, we will continue with the Minotaurist. It is a green 3 generic instant with flashback of a red 2 generic. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Sure. You can have that. The Minotaurist. He's taking pictures. He's a tourist. Oh, he's not just a Minotaur. He's a Minotaurist. You got it, guys? Got it? Is there a flavor text? I saw the thing and just put it back into the hand. I don't know. I don't know how taking pictures has anything to do with returning things to their hand. Here, I took a picture of your thing. Now it's yours. You can keep it for forever. Mara would love this, probably. The Minotaurist. You hear that? You can, Wizards of the Coast, you can steal this for your next, not AI, but your next unglued set. Oh yeah, bounces lands. Honestly, at 4 mana, it's not broken. Even at 5 mana, it's not that broken. Yeah, the camera steals your soul. Apparently steals your lands as well. He's also a minimalist. What a guy. Probably. Just got just living life, their camera and their backpack. I think this is not a digital camera though. These are one of those old-fashioned cameras. Where are you gonna get your photos developed from? Walmart? Do they have a Walmart in the multiverse? I'm not sure. Extremely fair card. Oh, Jaded sort of thinks it's Zybers. Alright, that's totally fair. We'll say it is doable. And with that, it's the end of Coffee and MTG. Thank you very much for showing up, everybody. And if you want to be part of Coffee and MTG, you got to be here weekdays, 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Remember, weekdays, we will be doing the show also at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time up to January 5th. So be there or be square. If you've never been able to be on a show because of your time zone, maybe this is your opportunity. Thanks to everyone who supports the channel, whether you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to contribute to be part of the show. Thank you very much. Keeps the show running every single day. But you know what also keeps the show running every day? You guys! You guys are the coffee crew, like Lynn and Spectral Maniac, Xander, the Jaded, El Gran Fatso. We got Abrexus, the Mage, Toads, Lorezio, Lightning Meta, Kankusha, Molly Swag, King Ginger, Killer Kirby, Pedgeman, Tristan, Sleepy Ninja, Bacon Catbug, Tom, Blaze, Rylar, because you guys are the show. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing up them coffees, and we'll keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next